What is up, my dude and dudettes, and welcome back to TellerTube. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the subreddit r/Choosingbeggars. If you guys are new to my channel, be sure to subscribe so you can stay up to date with my latest videos. And with that being said, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Choosingbeggar couple break into my backyard on two separate occasions. Okay, it was mid-morning and I had just woken up to start getting ready for work. Got my cup of tea and booted up the Xbox so I can listen to r/ as I took my sweet time waking up. I was halfway through my first cuppa when I started hearing an odd grunting coming from my backyard. I quickly rolled up my blinds. One of my bedroom windows faces my backyard to see a random guy trying to unscrew/pry the lock off my garage door. I instantly called the police, telling them that someone was attempting to break into my garage. A few minutes later, the cops arrived and approached the man as he was still trying to get into my garage. I had my window open so I can communicate with them while remaining safe in my house. As one of the cops suggested, in case the man became hostile because they recognized him to be one of the homeless people that's constantly in and out of jail. The exchange went as such. Cop 1. Hey buddy, the cop knew him by name. Can you put the screwdriver down real quick and come talk with me over here? Homeless dude. Oh, hi officer, long time no see, how's it hanging? The cop. I'm fine, would you mind telling me why you are trespassing on this woman's property and trying to break into her garage? And do not tell me you didn't see the no trespassing sign on the gate. Oh no, I saw the sign, but I need to get my stuff out. The guy had made a small hole at the bottom of the wall to stash his drugs in my garage the week prior when I was at work late and now couldn't retrieve them because he couldn't reach them. So naturally, he had to bust the lock to get in. Cop 2 got the keys from me so they can confiscate the drugs, and Cop 1 placed the man in cuffs and asked him why he thought that was a good idea. Homeless dude looked him straight in the eyes and said, "Well, I knocked on the door and no one answered." Cop 1 shook his head, put homeless dude in the back of his squad car, made his report, made sure I was okay, and left me to continue getting ready for work. The story is done, right? Nope. A week later, I had a day off and was fixing some shelves in my kitchen when I hear my dogs going nuts in the backyard. I had the back door open because I was home and thought it'd be nice for the puppers to be able to run in and out as they please, plus it was a nice day for Texas in June. I ignored it at first, thinking they were barking at my neighbor's German Shepherd since I heard him barking as well, when I suddenly hear a woman yelling at my dogs to shut the hell up. I stop what I'm doing and run out my back door to see what's going on since I didn't recognize the voice as any of my neighbors. Turns out my dog is barking at a woman, HW for homeless woman, that was currently wheeling her broken bike in my yard. I look at my now open gate behind her and see the lock cut and in the ground. I put a new lock on the gate after homeless dude. I promptly asked who the hell she was and what in her right mind gave her the idea that she can come in my backyard like she owned it. Homeless woman. Can you put your friggin' dogs up before they attack me? I have two adorable floppy ear basset hounds that are most likely to kiss you to death. Me. My dogs are fully in their right to be in their yard and barking at a stranger that's trespassing. Whatever, my boyfriend left some stuff here, so I came to get it. I was confused. Excuse me? She huffed. My boyfriend is in jail now and asked me to get the stuff he left in the garage. It dawned on me, she was homeless dude's girlfriend. Clearly when he spoke with her, he forgot that the cops had already removed whatever he had stashed when they arrested him. I informed her about the events and told her she needs to leave before I call the cops on her next for trespassing. She was oddly calm out of nowhere. Okay, but first, do you have a pair of shoes I can use? Mine broke because my bike doesn't have brakes and I literally almost died. She held up a broken pair of flip-flops. I was beyond pissed at this point and was in utter shock that she could ask a ridiculous question. No, I snapped. You break into my yard, tell me to put my dogs up. Your boyfriend not only created a hole in my garage wall that I had to fix because he stashed his drugs on my property, and now you think I'm just going to give you a pair of my shoes because your donkey wore flip-flops while riding a bike. Well, you don't have to be a booger about it. Besides, my boyfriend is in jail because of you and you owe me. Also, I have epilepsy, so you have to let me sit here for 5 minutes because I almost died riding my bike that has no brakes. I doubt she actually had epilepsy. I had enough and called the officer that arrested homeless dude. He had given me his number in case one of homeless dude's friend came around. Boy, he called it. As soon as she heard me put Cop 1 on speaker, she takes off running out of my backyard and down the street. I give a description of her so an official report is given. I have since replaced the new lock on my gate and added a second lock on my garage door. It just boggles my mind the logic some people have to think that they can do what they want. Oh my goodness.
Okay, but to be fair, officer, I knocked on the door. All I want is my stuff from the garage.
Shake my head. Custom e-commerce website for selling twine. So I was loosely acquainted with a woman who made artisanal twine and other materials for crafting out of various natural fibers and sold her twine at a small market and occasionally on that big handmade goods website. On this particular day, I was in a rush and I saw her at a shop, and the conversation is as follows. Twiner.
Hey, you do websites, right?
Me. Hi Twiner, how are you?
I'm not doing well at all. Business is very slow. It's because I'm losing out to online shopping and I'm tired of paying all the fees for that website. I heard I could sell directly on my own website.
I'm sorry to hear that, and yes, I do create websites. If you're interested in my services, please send me an email and we can talk more. Right now, I really must be on my way.
Oh, well, you see, we are in a community as entrepreneurs, me and you. The reality is, you have skills that I need, and you should really help someone like me because I am struggling.
Me, I wasn't really processing what she was implying at this point, as I was concerned about my time. Yes, I'd be happy to help. Send me an email and we can discuss it further, and I can send you a proposal and a cost estimate.
Well, it would only be less than 100 items, so I know that's easy to create. Like the website I'm on now has millions of items and they charge a percent. I could give you a few of my twine bundles, we could do an exchange, or maybe if you help me sell it, I'll give you a smaller percent.
I'm not open for trades at this time, and you're talking about creating your own e-commerce site, right? My rates begin at $1,500 and increase from there. I really must be going.
Oh, that's way too expensive. You could probably do it for free because I am truly struggling and I might lose my house.
Note, her house was gifted to her by her parents and she lives on some sort of trust fund.
And I know you are more successful, it just makes sense to help me out. It's only a small website.
Okay, I'd be happy to give you some advice on using a website builder, but I cannot afford to work for free. I should have told her off, but I was trying to be nice because it is a small community and we have a lot of mutual acquaintances.
I can't believe you won't even do this small thing for me. After all, you are still working and I'm losing money every day. You think you are better than me?
Look, it's very clear that you don't respect my time and I can't work with you. Good luck and goodbye. And I hurriedly ran out of the shop to my car, quite annoyed and frustrated. A month later, she accosted my friend and told them that I was rude and a nasty person for not helping her out in a time of need and that she couldn't believe I wouldn't help her. Whenever I see her out and about, she gives me death glares and has now told multiple people that I was mean to her. Luckily, people know what she is like and choose to ignore her, but still.
Hey, I know you make websites. I need you to make me one for free.
Karen, my websites start at $1,500. Not gonna happen. Choosingbeggar demands a free Mercedes to take her to the shops. A bit of background, I work in an office/call center for a mid-sized local taxi firm. The job is answering phone calls for bookings and answering the emails sent to the customer service. It's a fairly good business, and the cars used there are the Prius for the standard service 8-seater minibus and the Mercedes cars for the executive service usually used for big corporate clients. Anyway, at the beginning of the COVID lockdown, when I wasn't on furlough, there was an email sent through from a woman and the title was, "No reply to my previous email." Anyway, I thought this was someone complaining about service and was wondering why nobody had answered her before, thinking it was probably a mistake. Nope. As soon as I opened it up, I saw that she was demanding that we upgrade her to a Mercedes for the trouble she had been through, and I found her previous emails. Sometimes we upgrade people if they have had a problem with the previous driver or the journey broke down or whatever. It's to keep customers happy if service hasn't been great before. It turns out that she was a hard-up single mom needing a free or heavily discounted ride to the shop that is about 5 miles away. She said that this was because she couldn't get a delivery slot and also couldn't take her kids on the bus. However, she obviously was not short of money, as the shop that she chose to go to, a reasonably expensive supermarket instead of the 3 cheaper shops that were in between there and her house. My boss, being a bit of a softie, had given her a heavy discount, so she ended up paying around the same price as the bus fare would have cost, when it would usually have been about 5 times that, say £3 for a 15-pound journey. However, according to her, the driver had almost made a wrong turn and she felt this warranted an upgrade for her return journey, which was already booked in for a regular car, again, heavily discounted and around 10 minutes from when I got the email. I emailed her back and said that this would not be possible. About 30 minutes later, I got a call from the driver asking not to be put on her job again as she had kicked off when he got to the shop in a Prius. She shouted and swore at the driver, and the worst thing was, when I checked the footage in the car, she didn't even have her kids with her, so she was just lying. Later that day, she called up to complain and book another journey to the shops for next week, and I told her that she would have to find another taxi service and promptly added her number to the block list. Yeah, adding her to the block list was definitely the right decision, because she probably would have just kept on doing that.
Oh my goodness, the driver almost took a wrong turn. Now I demand an upgrade and a discount for my ride home.
Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, smash that like button as it would really help me out. Subscribe to my channel so you can stay up to date with my latest videos, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.